Good morning, John 4. Today we are going to remind you how to use the present continuous. When I use the present continuous, I use present continuous to express an action that is happening right now. An action is ongoing right now. For example, let's read some examples here. He's slamming the door at my face. Where is the verb? Is slamming. I use the verb is and add ing to the verb. The next sentence, Laura and Sandy are coming today. Are coming is the verb. I use are and the verb after it, I add ing. Question number example number 3, I am listening to my favorite song. Now tell me where is the verb? Am listening. Am and add the verb ing. They aren't saying now. Are plus ing. If you notice, here I use the word now because the verb is happening right now. Okay, now we said that to make a sentence using the present continuous, we use verb to be, am is are, and the verb after it must end with ing. Now we have rules. Now we have some rules to add ing to the verb. If the verb ends with the letter E. For example, the verb dance. When I add ing to the verb, I look at the last letter. Here I have the letter E. To add ing to this verb, I have to cancel E. If the verb ends with E, I cancel it before I add ing to the verb. It will be dancing. The verb made. Now you will help me. Made ends with E. To add ing, I cancel the E and add ing or be making. And that's the first rule. If the verb ends with the letter E, we cancel it before we add ing to the verb. I have another verb like slam. Look at the last 3 letters. L is consonant letter, A is a vowel, M is a consonant. So if the verb ends with 3 letters, consonant, vowel, consonant, I'm doubling the last letter before I add ing. It will be slamming. I double the letter at the end of the verb before adding ing. Another verb like swim. Look at the last 3 letters. W, consonant, I is a vowel, M is a consonant letter. So, before I add ing, before I have to double the last letter. It will be swimming. I double them. So remember, if the verb ends with E, I cancel the E before I add ing. If the verb ends with consonant, vowel, consonant, I double the last letter before I add ing. Okay, but we have some verbs don't follow this rule, like the verb answer. If you look here, you will find W is a consonant, E, vowel, R, consonant. But when I add ing to the verb answer, I don't double the last letter. It doesn't follow the rule. It will be answer. The same verb open. This verb I don't double the last letter. I add ing. Opening. And the verb listen. It ends with consonant, vowel, consonant, but I don't double the last letter when I add ing. It will be listening. The last verb, visit. When I add ing, I don't double the last letter. It will be listen. Sorry. It will be visiting. So, when I add ing to the verb, if the verb ends with E, I cancel it before I add ing. If the verb ends with consonant, vowel, consonant, I double the last letter before I add ing. But some verbs doesn't follow this rule, like the verb answer, open, and listen, visit. I add ing without doubling the last letter. If the verb ends with the letter W or X or Y or D or Z, these letters we don't double them, like the verb fix. When I add ing, I don't double the X. It will be fixing. Now I will write the verb and try to add ing to it, like the verb write. Add ing. The verb ends with E. What I do with that? I cancel it. It will be writing. When I cancel the E, the ends with vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. We can't double the T after removing or cancelling the E. We don't apply two rules in the same verb, like the verb add ing to the verb play. Consonant, vowel, consonant. But remember, when I add ing to the verb, I don't double the letter Y. Will be playing. The last verb is study. Try to add ing to it. I don't change anything. I will add ing. It will be study. Why I didn't do anything to the verb study before I add ing? Because it ends with vowel, consonant, consonant. I add ing. It doesn't follow the rules. Okay? When I say I am playing now. I am playing now. If I want to make this sentence a negative sentence, negative means I have to use the word not. It will be I am not playing now. So, when I need to change the sentence from affirmative form to the negative form, all I'm about to do is add not after the verb to be, am or is or are, and the verb ing. Okay. When I say she is